Well, hello there, friends and family. So glad to have you here with me again today. And you might see that we're in no focus. Yep. But it's a beautiful sunny day and partly cloudy. And we're finally dry. This is the second day we're dry. So it's looking like tomorrow, which will be Saturday, I think June the 26th, today's the 25th, we'll be able to mow. And that'll be all the more better. So, I came on today. I really didn't think I would. But I just wanted to thank all of you out there in YouTube land and on the internet, Instagram and Facebook and what have you, for all of y'all's kind thoughts and sympathy and everything for the passing of my forever best friend, Trixie. Really has warmed the old man's heart to read down through the comments and see all the outpouring of kind thoughts that y'all have sent, the old man. And granted, this is Friday, Fast Food Friday, right? And something Trixie really looks so much forward to. Now, Spooky and Speedy, and of course Cleo was there at the steps when I left, waiting. They know today's Fast Food Friday. Well, Gracie, she hasn't quite figured it out yet. But let me tell you, Trixie would have known that it's Friday. And she'd let me know and kept bothering me until, I got myself scrubbed up a little bit. Had her on out to pick up the grub. And y'all been with me before when we've done it. And of course, with the Kitties, we don't got a lot of seafood options here in my little small town, the Deep South. Unless you're going to do some sit down. And then it's going to get expensive. But we do have chicken. And as many of y'all know, Trixie, she wasn't much on seafood, beef, pork, lamb. She was basically a poultry kitty. And the one thing she loved above all things was chicken tenders. Yep. Now she likes them from Buddy's, one of our world famous local convenience stores. But they were a little slim on them, so I'm going to her second favorite place. And y'all been there with me many times before. And it's just a shame you don't have one in your neighborhood. Because we do. And I really do appreciate them for working so hard and supplying us, with food whenever we were too lazy to cook it. Which, yep, since it's Friday, I'm pulling out the lazy card. It ain't gonna take long to get there. And what are we getting? Well, they have a family box. I think you can get 20 pieces of those there chicken tenders. And that seems like a lot, but remember, I got Gracie in the house. I got Spooky and Speedy outside, Cleo, and I wouldn't doubt that Magoo and Elrod show up tonight. And if they don't, maybe Mr. Gray will show up. Or the elderly Magoo, his daddy. You just never know. So you gotta be prepared, right? Y'all know. And I'd like to give a special shout out to a very good friend of mine, Alaska Prepper, and all of his community. Because Alaska Prepper, Rudy, did a live last night. And he mentioned the passing of Trixie and asked all of his community to come by and show their love to this old man. So, I am very appreciative to Rudy and Alaska Prepper community. Now here we are. We're at Jack's, the flavor of the South. Yeah, Trixie will be sitting in the kitchen waiting on these things. Yep, we're gonna get the family box. It's pricey. We don't care.
Welcome to Jack.
Yeah, I'd like your family big box chicken tenders.
What's your side?
Mashed potatoes, gravy, and green beans. And could I also get a large side of that coleslaw?
Anything else?
That should be about it. What kind of dipping sauces we got?
Oh, you want the tenders?
Huh?
You want the tenders? I thought you wanted the bone chicken.
I want the chicken tenders.
Okay, you want a honey mustard Conway barbecue ranch buffalo.
Give me the ranch, and that's the chicken tender big box.
Okay, I got you.
You got me? We cool?
Go around.
Okay. Just how much that gonna be?
Hold on, I gotta delete something.
Okay.
It's gonna be $28.91. Drive around, please.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Where they at? Okay, gonna be $28.91. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Is it your birthday today?
Yes, sir.
Well, you just go ahead and keep the change for your birthday, okay?
Okay.
How about that?
Thank you.
I know it ain't a lot, but it's a little bit to make your birthday happier.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Make sure I get plenty of sauces too.
Sauce?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Just happened to be that the lady that was on the drive-in or drive-through, it's her birthday, and it's a tradition in the South. It may not be where you live, but what we do down here is they'll clip a little thing on their chest, you know, with a clip on it, and people actually give them a little money, and they clip it on there for their birthday. I've always thought that was a neat tradition. And if it's not part of your traditions and wherever you live, it might want to be something you'd start. You know, I gave her the change. It was 28 something. I gave her 40. Now, like I said, it ain't life-changing thing, but oh, Mr. Tom ain't got life-changing money no more. You know, I'm doing good to just stay afloat in my life. But that's another thing. You can tip $1, $2, $3, or $5 at your local drive-thru, and you can bet after a while. You don't got to do it every time. You can sort of do it sporadically, but after a while they know you, and when they see, oh, that's Mr. Tom, we might get tipped today. We're gonna make sure his order's right, and he's got all he needs. And I'm gonna tell you what, it does work. But even if it didn't, these here drive-through folks, they ain't making bank. Give them a little extra. Show them some love. I know there's this big thing about pay it forward, pay for the next car behind you, whatever, and nobody takes care of that poor person that braves the cold, the wind, the rain, and takes your order, checks it. And I'm sure, you know, it's not always right. People are human. Just do it and feel good about yourself, just like I am now.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you, ma'am.
Extra sauce in there.
Okay, and you have a great birthday.
Thank you so much.
Bless you, ma'am.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. As you can see, she took care of me, and we got extra sauce. Now, just for your viewing pleasure, for those of you who like it, we're gonna try. Of course, it don't look like it's gonna work out. Nope, it don't. We're gonna try to take you up the long way. You know, up through town and everything. Well, maybe it will. See, if there's a will, God has a plan. Here we go. Hang on, folks. And get out of the chicken. Come on. Put the biscuit back. I'm just saying. When we get to the house, it ain't like I've ever starved y'all out, okay? I'll go without for kitties and y'all out there go without. Yep, Superfood's doing well. Got a bunch of specials running. Yep, it's about that time again. I need to go to Superfoods. I'm thinking about going over there to the main store. You know, over here in Elmore County, it rips off with higher sales tax. Yep. So far, I ain't seen no shortages. Hell, I know there's a lot of preppers out there, homesteaders, you know, gardeners. Oh my God. Stock it to the rafters. You know, make your kids move out. Raise up your bed. Well, this is just my opinion, folks. You can stock up all you want. But if it really happens and it all shuts down, come on. There's no way possible to put enough back to carry you through till civilization restarts again. What people do is they just wind up wasting a whole lot of money, stuff goes bad, and that. Now granted, you know, like I tell you, at the very least you should have 2 weeks. Better to be a month. Better than that would be 3 months. And of course best would be 6 months to a year. After that, you know, you can keep stocking it to the walls if you want. And I know people saying hyperinflation. Well, we saw high inflation coming out of the late 70s and throughout the 80s. And I mean, it was high compared to what we've seen since. 18, 19%. Of course, that's not hyperinflation. Now, should we see hyperinflation? How many years has Venezuela been going through their hyperinflation? Well, unfortunately, for about as long as I can remember now. This had to be, what, 10 years or more? Can you stock up enough food, meats, veggies, and everything for 10 years or more? And it's still going on down there. If you can, go ahead and send old Mr. Tom a check to my address and help Mr. Tom stock up too. I'm just saying, you know. But anyway, we're just driving on back way. And like always, I got some guy behind me. He's got some way to go. And he's just way more important than anybody in the world. And of course, you know, he's got his little single butt in a big old truck. Because it makes him feel good. Come on, folks, you can make it up here. We gotta get these chicken tenders back. We got kitties waiting. And, you know, I didn't buy this for me today. I bought it in remembrance of Trixie and for the kitty crew. Now I got 20 pieces. Now I'll eat a few. I think last time we got this, I ate 5. Kitty crew ate 15. Of course, because I tipped the person in the drive-thru, there were extras in there. Yes, there was. I think last time instead of a 20 piece, if I remember correctly, I got a 25 piece. I'm just saying that tipping thing can become advantageous. And you should have seen her face. She was, you know, an older lady. I'm not sure how old. Some people may gray early. But she was just so thrilled, you know, that I was going to do that. And, you know, it was just under $12. And you might say, well, hey, Mr. Tom, you know, that was, oh my, that was 40% of what you paid for the chicken. Yeah, it was, but you just can't buy happiness like that. And it made me feel good. And I know Trixie would approve. And Gracie too. Cleo, not so much. But as you can see, it's just a wonderful, beautiful afternoon in Alabama. So with that said, I'm going to shut up my mouth for a bit. And I'm going to let you watch the beauty that is Alabama. My small rural town. Okay? Because we're going to be crossing over Graveyard Creek in a minute. You know, the bridge. So be sure to pay attention. Check out the lake conditions. Okay? I'm thinking they're rather full right now. Yep, looks full to me. Just in case y'all weren't paying attention, she's full to the brim. And with that said, my heart goes out to those out west, but I did notice. And even though nobody's made a news story about it, and of course no social media's talking about it, it's been raining out there for, since Monday. You know, California, Upper Plains, Nevada, Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico, Utah. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna say nothing about that, because it's the monsoon season out there. Of course, last year they had what they're calling a no-soon or non-soon. But this year, I've been watching it, because you got to watch things to know whether it's the agenda or the narrative driving it, or whether it's the data and the facts. And most people ain't gonna spend the time. There we go. Traffic lights here, never long. People say we're a little bit slower in the south. Well, not always. Woo, look at that there, emerald green water. Out on that lake behind that dam, slap full. And that's the way I like to see it. Because, I mean, back when we were in a drought, from 2016 up to 2020, nobody gave a rat's butt. I just said rat's butt to be kind. Should have said rat's ass. I'm sorry, ladies. Nobody cared. Nobody cared that the Southeast was. But we gonna care now. It's out west. But here, we're nice and we're all green. I don't know if it'll hold, but we've had a wetter June than we've had in quite some time. Now, I know it's been wetter than the last 5 or 6 years. In fact, we're ahead of our average rainfall for the year by about 5 inches. Not a lot, but we're ahead, because normally we only get about 53 to 54 inches, and we're right at 30 here. Now, that don't mean to say on old Mr. Tom's place he's got 30, because that's just the way weather is. It could be pouring rain all the time down by the weather stations, and nary a drop ever hit my place. It has happened, and it's frustrating. And that's why this whole climate thing is rather iffy in my mind, because it all depends on where the weather stations are, what they're close to, structures, city, roads. Yep. And over the years, I spent a lot of time looking into that. And I do think there's a whole lot of misconstrued data that they don't take into fact with their modeling. And that's on both sides of the issue. Whether you're all about it's getting hotter, or you think by some magic means we're going to have a freaking ice age. I'm just saying. That's me, based on my experience and what I know. And I don't care if anybody else thinks the same. Well, we're getting here close. There's old Bolero. So we got to make a left, head on back to the house. Back to the neighborhood. Here we go. Right back on down Mackenzie to the old home place. Oh, I can see the postwoman. Not postman. Postwoman. Just left the house. I don't got nothing ordered from Amazon. So hopefully, don't got no box to drag in. Man, I gotta mow them all. I can see the Bahalia starting to seed. Yep, things are getting shaggy again. Not much, but you can see my grass is, you know, a couple inches higher than my neighbors. Here again, don't bother me. Well, there you have it. We made a run to the world famous Southern flavor of the South, Jack's. So the kitties are all taken care of. Old Mr. Tom's gonna be taken care of. And I'm gonna run it on in, and I'm gonna start slicing and dicing for the kitty crew. They're already waiting, and you'll see them when I get out of the car. So let's all jump out, unbuckle. Now, don't get rowdy, and y'all can go in and sit in the dining room while I put all this together. Now we gotta get the kitties fed first. You know, Gracie, Cleo's here, Speed, Spooky, and once that there scent of chicken tenders gets out in the neighborhood, God knows who will show up. But if we got leftovers, or it looks like we're gonna have more, y'all can all have one too. And I got ranch for the dipping sauce. Of course, you know, I got hot horseradish sauce in the fridge too. I prefer. Okay? So let's make a run on in. And that. But I'd like to thank all of y'all again for all your kind thoughts and wishes. And all that for Trixie and for me. And I know she'll be there when the old man shows up. Hopefully that won't be for a year or two. We can never know the will of God. And like all things, I'll leave it in his hands. So until I see you on the next video, y'all take care out there. Stay safe. And may God bless each and every one of you as you bless others. And that's the important part. Make some happiness whenever you can in your lives. Okay, let's bail and get on in the house before I get attacked by a bunch of lawn monsters, aka the kitty crew. Yeah, look what we got here. Huh? Can you smell it? You can smell it, can't you? Spooky. What do you say, Speedy? Huh? Nope, I heard Cleo. She's coming too. Okay, enough teasing you. I'll get her on in the house and get y'all some diced up. Okay? Hang on. We're heading in. Then I gotta feed all these that showed up and took the ride. Yeah, come on, Speedy. Come on. Come on, baby. I'm going in. I'll be right out with your plate, okay? Guys, you're gonna eat it before I could even get the camera? Look at there. I gave you a whole plate of those. Y'all just, y'all are inhaling them like a vacuum. And you like Jack's chicken tenders, don't you? And I gotta admit, they're pretty darn tasty. Yep. Seasoned just right, aren't they? And you love them. No, I'm happy. Make sure you lick the plate clean, okay? When I come out in a little bit, after I have my one or two, now I gotta feed the whole YouTube crew that came along and snuck in the car with us. Yeah, I know, Speedy. There's a pile of people. Whew, it's crowded in there. It's getting hot. Yeah, I know, some snuck in the trunk. They were on the roof. Well, anyway, y'all clean the plate up. There will be a midnight snack tonight, okay? I'm just saying. It's Fast Food Friday. Okay? So, don't think this is going to be all of it. I got the 20 piece this time. And Gracie, she don't care for me. Gracie's a strange cat. She ain't much on human food. Speedy. Laying in front of the door ain't gonna keep me from going in, okay? Papa's got to go in. Plus, I gotta get your medicine, okay? So don't go nowhere. I'll be right back, Spooky. I got to medicate Speedy later on.